Do you typically have dinner after 7 p.m.? Have you ever woken up with a splitting headache, a feeling of tightness in your chest, or a bout of dizziness that seemed to come out of nowhere? What if I told you that your body might be sending you signals, warning you about a serious health risk? Even worse, what if this risk is a silent stroke, one that's happening while you're sound asleep? It might sound like something out of a medical drama, but it's a real concern. In Brazil, a senior citizen suffers a stroke approximately every 47 seconds during their sleep, and a staggering 73% of these incidents are connected to what they ate within the 4 hours leading up to bedtime. What's even more alarming is that nearly 90% of older adults are unknowingly consuming foods at night that could be putting their health in danger. Here's a truly life-altering piece of information. Research conducted at the University of São Paulo has revealed that 5 common foods that people often eat at night can increase the risk of stroke by as much as 340% in individuals over the age of 60. If you're in this age bracket, what you're about to learn could literally save your life. And before this video comes to an end, I'm also going to share some tips on how to reduce your risk of stroke by up to 78%. All it takes is making some simple changes to what you eat in the evening. So, stick with me until the end, because you're going to be surprised to discover what these foods are, and how they might be silently causing blood clots to form while you're asleep. Before I reveal these 5 nighttime villains, I want to invite you to support this channel. If you're concerned about your health and want to maintain your energy and independence as you get older, subscribe now. We're building a free community of folks over 60 who are committed to aging gracefully and healthily. It could be your first step toward a healthier and more vibrant future. All right, let's get started with food number 1. Aged yellow cheeses, the silent clot formers. If you're someone who enjoys finishing off dinner with a slice of cheddar, Gouda, or Swiss cheese, you'll want to pay close attention. These cheeses are packed with tyramine, a substance that can cause your blood pressure to spike by as much as 40 points when consumed at night. Tyramine sets off a chain reaction, triggering the release of norepinephrine, a hormone that speeds up your heart rate and constricts your blood vessels. While younger people might be able to handle this, it can be deadly for those over 60, when arteries are naturally less flexible. At night, your blood pressure should be decreasing, but tyramine can keep it elevated for up to 8 hours. Marcus Thompson, a 68-year-old from Austin, Texas, was a big fan of cheddar cheese. Every evening after dinner, she'd treat herself to a few slices with crackers. Over time, she started waking up with headaches, a feeling of pressure in her chest, and restless sleep. After experiencing a sudden hypertensive episode that landed her in the ER, tests revealed that her body was reacting negatively to the cheese she was eating at night. Since cutting out aged cheese, Marcus says, "It's like I've been given a new lease on life. I sleep better, wake up without any pain, and my blood pressure is stable." The benefits of removing aged cheeses from your evening meals are truly remarkable. You can expect up to a 45% reduction in nighttime blood pressure spikes, a 60% improvement in sleep quality, fewer headaches in the morning, and a lower risk of silent brain clots. To enjoy the flavor without the risk, switch to fresh white cheeses like ricotta, cottage cheese, or queso fresco. These cheeses have very low levels of tyramine and are rich in light proteins that can even help you relax your muscles. Here's a special tip. Season ricotta with olive oil and herbs. It's both tasty and safe. Important note, if you're taking blood pressure medications, aged cheeses at night might amplify the side effects or mask the warning signs. Always talk to your doctor before making any changes to your diet. Food number 2, processed meats. Sodium bombs. Ham, bacon, sausage, bologna, salami. if any of these are a regular part of your dinner or evening snack, you're putting your cardiovascular system under a significant amount of stress at the exact time when it needs to be resting. The reality is that a single slice of ham can contain more sodium than a senior citizen should consume in an entire day. When eaten at night, this can lead to fluid retention, heart overload, and a rise in blood pressure during sleep. Sodium forces the heart to work up to 30% harder, pumping blood through vessels that are becoming narrower and more inflamed. And the nitrates found in these foods turn into nitrites in your stomach, substances that reduce your blood's ability to carry oxygen, which is a nightmare scenario for your brain, especially while you're sleeping when your breathing naturally slows down. Alex Miller, a 73-year-old from Tampa, Florida, used to eat bologna or sausage sandwiches almost every night. He thought it was a quick, easy, and light meal. But he started waking up extremely thirsty, with heart palpitations and swollen legs. He also felt a constant pressure in his head every morning. After consulting with a cardiologist, he learned that he was consuming over 4 grams of sodium per day, mostly at night. Alex eliminated processed meats from his dinner, and within 2 weeks, the swelling disappeared. He stopped waking up thirsty, and his blood pressure finally stabilized. He says, "I thought I was eating light, but I realized I was poisoning my body without even realizing it." Cutting out processed meats from your nightly meals provides amazing benefits. You can expect up to a 50% reduction in fluid retention, a significant improvement in sleep, reduced nighttime palpitations, an average drop of 15 points in blood pressure, and a lower risk of blood clot formation. Looking for an easy switch? Try natural lean proteins like shredded chicken, hard-boiled eggs, or fresh sardines. If you enjoy sandwiches, opt for homemade roasted turkey breast without any additives, paired with cottage cheese or tuna spread. A community favorite is homemade chicken pâté, seasoned with herbs and olive oil. Flavorful, light, and safe. And here's a key rule: never eat processed meats after 4 p.m. This gives your body enough time to process the sodium before night. If you have high blood pressure or are taking heart medications, this warning is even more crucial. Food number 3. Refined sugar and sweets. The inflammatory storm. That post-dinner dessert, a spoonful of sugar in your tea, a cookie before bed. It all seems harmless, right? But in reality, these habits create a storm of inflammation inside your body. Consuming refined sugar at night causes a spike in blood glucose, which forces your pancreas to release a surge of insulin. But your metabolism is slower at night. The result is high glucose levels, unstable insulin levels, thickened blood, and elevated inflammation, all of which increase your risk of stroke. In people over 60, this process is even more dangerous. Their ability to process sugar is naturally reduced, which can lead to microdamage in blood vessels that disrupts blood flow to the brain. The symptoms might feel subtle, such as morning dizziness, blurry vision, or a heavy head. But the risk is real, and it builds up over time. Want to protect your brain? The key is to gradually cut back on sugar. Use stevia or xylitol only if absolutely necessary. If you're craving something sweet at night, choose naturally sweet fruits like baked apple with cinnamon, or a ripe banana, or a small square of 70% dark chocolate. Just one piece. Even better, try a calming tea like chamomile with a touch of raw honey, no more than a small teaspoon, and cinnamon. The honey absorbs more slowly. Cinnamon helps stabilize glucose levels, and chamomile promotes deep relaxation. Important: if you have diabetes or are taking medication to regulate your blood sugar, eating sugar at night can trigger rebound hypoglycemia, a dangerous nighttime drop in blood sugar. Talk to your doctor about the best timing for your carbohydrate intake. Food number 4. Fried foods and trans fats, artery blockers. French fries, fried snacks, chicken nuggets, deep-fried empanadas, store-bought chips. These might seem like comfort foods, but if you're eating them at night, you're silently clogging your arteries while you sleep. Trans fats, which are found in these foods, are so harmful that many countries have banned them entirely from the food industry. Yet, they still manage to sneak their way into countless evening meals. At night, your metabolism naturally slows down. This means that these harmful fats stay in your bloodstream longer, sticking to the walls of your arteries and triggering inflammation. For people over 60, whose circulatory system is already more fragile, this can lead to serious artery blockages in a matter of weeks. Just one portion of fries at night can raise your blood fat levels for up to 12 hours. And while you're sleeping, your brain might not be getting the oxygen it needs, a dangerous setup for a stroke. Remember Alex Miller from Tampa? Before he eliminated processed meats, he also used to pair his sandwiches with fries or nuggets at dinner. Once he cut out all fried foods at night, he lost weight, breathed better, and no longer woke up with a heavy stomach. The benefits of ditching nighttime fried foods are remarkable. You can expect up to a 70% reduction in harmful blood fat levels, improved brain oxygenation during sleep, reduced artery inflammation, less bloating and stomach heaviness, and a lower risk of strokes and nighttime heart events. Think replacing fried foods is hard? It's easier than you think. Opt for baked, grilled, or steamed options. A community favorite is roasted rustic potatoes. Simply chop potatoes into chunks, season with rosemary, garlic, and olive oil, and roast until golden. Delicious and completely safe for your arteries. Craving something crunchy? Try baked zucchini or sweet potato chips with a drizzle of olive oil or nuts and seeds. They add a satisfying crunch while supplying heart-healthy fats. Important: if you have a history of heart problems, you should eliminate fried foods completely, not just at night. Trans fats can interfere with your medications and increase your cardiovascular risk. And for those who find it difficult to give up fried foods, follow the golden rule. Enjoy them only before 2 p.m. and never at dinner. This gives your body time to process the fats before bedtime. Food number 5. Coffee and caffeinated drinks. The hidden stimulant. Coffee, black tea, soda, energy drinks. If you're consuming any of these after 4 p.m., you might be keeping your heart in a state of high alert all night long. And after 60, this can be extremely dangerous. Caffeine has a stimulating effect that can last up to 8 hours in older adults. Instead of slowing down and resting, your heart is forced to maintain a fast pace, which raises blood pressure and increases the risk of nighttime arrhythmias. Even worse, caffeine inhibits the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. This creates a vicious cycle of insomnia, nighttime stress on the heart, and fatigue the next day. Many seniors don't realize that palpitations, nighttime anxiety, and sleep disturbances might be caused by that evening cup of coffee. That was the case for Marcus Thompson, the 68-year-old from Austin, Texas. She loved coffee and drank up to 6 cups a day, including her last one around 8 p.m. She started waking up with a racing heart, intense anxiety, and a feeling of pressure on her chest. All of her heart tests came back normal, until a sleep specialist suggested she stop drinking coffee after 2 p.m. Within a week, the palpitations disappeared. Marcus says, "I started sleeping deeply again and woke up refreshed. I never imagined my beloved coffee was silently stressing my heart." Cutting caffeine in the afternoon and evening brings extraordinary benefits. You can expect a fully stabilized heart rhythm during sleep, up to an 80% improvement in sleep quality, No more nighttime palpitations or anxiety. Balanced blood pressure throughout the night. And a significantly reduced risk of life-threatening arrhythmias. If you're worried about caffeine withdrawal, transition gradually. Week 1. No coffee after 2 p.m. Week 2. Stop by noon. Week 3. Only drink it in the morning. After that, you'll likely notice you don't need it at all. Looking for replacements? Try non-caffeinated herbal teas like chamomile, fennel, lemon balm, or ginger. Ginger tea is warm, flavorful, and anti-inflammatory. Another favorite in our community is barley coffee. It tastes similar to regular coffee, but is caffeine-free and heart-friendly. Important note: chocolate also contains caffeine, especially dark varieties. Avoid chocolate at night, especially if you're on heart or blood pressure medication. Caffeine can interfere with your treatment and mask serious symptoms. Now that you know the 5 most dangerous nighttime foods: aged yellow cheeses, processed meats, refined sugar, fried foods, and caffeine, you also know how to protect yourself. Removing these 5 from your evening routine can reduce your risk of stroke by up to 78%. In 1 week, you'll start sleeping better. In 2 weeks, you might stop waking up with dizziness and headaches. And in 3 months, your heart, blood pressure, and energy levels will show a remarkable transformation. Something any doctor will confirm during your next checkup. Every small change is a big step toward a longer, more independent, and more dignified life. And even if you're already over 60, it's never too late to start. The transformation can happen faster than you think. Tell me in the comments, which of these foods do you still eat at night? Have you or a loved one experienced anything similar? Your story might help thousands in our community. If this video was helpful, hit the like button, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss the next discovery that could literally save your life. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.